Hello everybody, this is Terminally Chill. This will be my first status update of 2017 for January. And I'll get into why it's so late. I usually try to keep my status update videos about around the 1st to 5th of the month. I'll explain more on that in a bit here. Today I won't actually be going into the Heroes and Journals client. Well, actually, I might be, but I'm sure you guys are curious. I know a lot of you have been wondering how I was out for a while with the surgery for my impacted wisdom teeth, and then how there's also the perforated sinus issue, which I'll get more into that in a bit, but it's no bueno basically. But I did want to thank you guys just for your, all your messages of support, everything like that. I really do appreciate it. I'm switching back and forth here. There we go. The one thing I have been doing lately is console gaming with the Xbox One, with Battlefield 1, just since that's much easier to actually, with the controller on the couch and everything, much, what's the word I'm thinking of? Relaxing, I suppose? For the quicker recovery, so I've not actually been playing any PC gaming or Heroes and Generals or anything really on the PC besides actual work stuff. Crazy, right? But anyhow, I am, it's been, I'm gonna check my calendar, it's been exactly 1 month and 2 days since my surgery on December 19th for the impacted wisdom teeth. So about 32 days, I want to say, and I'm actually feeling better. I can talk normal with no super soreness in my jaw, all that fun stuff. Anyhow, enough of me rambling on. Let me switch windows here. And for this, obviously I cut everything out for privacy reasons, but just to give you guys a idea of what's going on here. Or actually, yeah, okay, so this is the left side, that wisdom tooth, and that's, these are your molars. So, you got 3 molars on each side, and that's the wisdom tooth since they're usually in the back. I'll spare you guys all the technical details, but, that was the plan treatment for the day I did go in for the surgery on December 19th. With, both sides, all this stuff here. But I did end up only doing, when we were there, we only ended up doing the left side. And I'll show you that in a minute, or right now. Oops. And so this is the, let me zoom out real quick. So this is the x-ray from December 19th. I'll see if I can zoom in. And so we got, I'm trying to find the actual, see that's the front side. It looks like, see this is the left, where there's that pocket. So this is the right side, right here. These are front teeth, so I'm not sure if it actually got them good. I'm not seeing them. I'm not a dentist though, so. And so that was from December 19th, and then this is afterwards when I got my consult with a different surgeon. I won't mention names, of course, but as you can see here, see this is and in case you're wondering, this is like a 3D X-ray thing where it goes all the way around your head and everything. It's super advanced. It's really revolutionary. But anyway, so this here is where that on my left side. This is my left side. This is where the top wisdom tooth was. This is where the bottom wisdom tooth was, and when they're impacted, that basically means they're coming in sideways, which is horrifically painful, as I'm sure you can imagine. But see, so it was basically like this, and then that's my eye socket, this is my nose, and then the nasal cavity, it's all up around here. A better example is on this side, where you see this wisdom tooth. That's not as impacted, but you can see the roots. They go up into the sinus cavity. This is the, right above here, that's the sinus cavity, and these are the roots from those wisdom teeth. And then this bottom left one, I didn't have a chance to get that removed, but I am, I'm going to have to do that with another surgery sometime soon, as soon as possible. But yeah, and everything they tell you about wisdom teeth, it's true. It's horrifically painful. The day I went in for the surgery, I was thinking, because just to give you a idea of what caused me to go in so quickly is, everything was fine. I'd been, living basically normal, and then all of a sudden, these two wisdom teeth on my left side, they started, I can't remember the word the doctor used, but they started coming in, and literally pushing against here and this tooth, which, I mean, I'm sure you know what I mean. It's horrifically painful. But anyway, fast forward, and that was from December 19th, December 9th, and then fast forward to December 19th when I went for the surgery. I have to take a big sigh here. Then that is when I got just those two out. And I lost my train of thought. Oh, and I went into the surgery expecting it to be, like, oh, I'm going into the surgery, I'll get this done, the pain will be gone, I'll be back to work in 3 days, maybe 7 days max. Which is why I thought it was odd when my doctor or surgeon did a doctor's note for 14 days. I was like, oh wow, well, that's a lot of time. But I'll tell you what, let me check my calendar. Give me a second here. Okay, so the 19th, that was a Monday. And once I got home, which, thanks to my family, I was able to make it home safely. They helped me out a tremendous amount. I can't praise them enough for that, for how they helped me out there. I do not remember anything until the 26th. And then I briefly remembered glimpses of them, helping put together the Christmas tree, or not Christmas tree, like that was Christmas Day. Although I didn't fully regain consciousness, like, waking up, seeing like, oh my gosh, I'm awake, until the 30th, which was about 2 weeks, just about uh, 13 days. But anyway, needless to say, everything they say about wisdom teeth, it's true. It's terribly painful, and yeah, couldn't have done it without my family. I major props to that. Anyhow, enough of the scary stuff. I'm sure you guys are wondering. Oh, and as I was saying before, especially after the surgery, um, let me think, I think it was December 31st, I managed to play an Xbox game with my little bro, who was awesome. He helped me out so much with that. And I think, let me see if I can pop it up for you guys. Here it is. We did play some of the Halo Master Chief Collection on the Xbox One. And to be honest, when I'm looking back at these now, I have no clue. I have no memory of this whatsoever. And that was from the 31st, so it was definitely rough. But oh, actually, since we're here, I'll show you guys one of these. Let me find it. It's one of these clips. I thought it was hilarious at the time, so I recorded it. Nope. I wonder if it's in this one. Oh, I see, these are all pictures, so it'd be, this is the most recent. Let's try this one. Nope. Nope, not the one I was thinking of. But anyhow, what to do? Yeah, Halo Master Chief Collection, that was the one game I do remember playing, and that was like on the 31st. And so, moving on from that, let me switch back the windows here. As we were talking about before, I was mostly playing console games, on the couch, barely, drooling with all that stuff. But enough of that. And so I went in for the surgery. I was rank, I believe, 73 in Battlefield 1. This is Battlefield 1, battlefieldtracker.com, by the way, which, while I'm doing it for Xbox, and since I play on Xbox, you can also do it for PSN stats. What's the Origin thing called? Oh, I think it's Origin, right, for PC. But anyway, so I'm really proud of this because, this is something I was able to do even when I was out from work, out from recovering and everything. I'm trying to find... Okay, so here it is. See, so support. This is my most played class, clocked in at 1 day, 17 hours, with 1.5 million score XP, 2,000 skill. See, that doesn't seem like much, and I'll be honest, it when you look at the pure number, it doesn't seem like much, but for the amount of, I don't know, I've lost my train of thought. But anyway, I really love Battlefield 1. It was awesome to have that on the couch, on the console while I was recovering. There's one other thing I wanted to show you guys. one other thing. Oh yeah, here it is. The grenade. With with my reflexes not being as good as they normally are, with Battlefield 1, I had resorted to using the support class and using the ammo crate to instantly, well, not instantly, it's 6 seconds, but to keep resupplying myself with grenades. And so that's the green one here from November, December. This is the day I was out for surgery. So it's here, 21, and then from January 15th, 164 grenade kills with the support. I just thought that was hilarious. I thought you guys would like to see that. Oh, and I'm in the top 1% for LMG kills, which doesn't seem like that much when you look at it. Top 1% for grenade, no surprise there. And then I could probably do better with my stats for every weapon, but I am going through each and every weapon trying to get at least one service star, because I'm a completionist, as I'm sure everyone who watches my channel knows for my Heroes and Generals videos. I'm not sure. I couldn't figure it out with OBS Studio for sharing the Xbox app on Windows 10. So this is the next best thing from the game clips I haven't actually sorted and removed yet. Just to show you guys, sort of like, well, you see this, granted, this is from more recently. Everything else that's past this year is already indexed, uploaded to my OneDrive, synced, backed. I'll actually show you. It's right here in with OneDrive. And so we got Battlefield 1, and I'm trying to keep them somewhat organized. In theory, it would work, but there's so many game clips. I'm trying to sort them into kind of like specific folders, so I can, kind of like have a good idea, like when I'm actually editing a video, something like that, which is, I wonder if I can show it to you guys. I'm trying to think of where it is. Let me think for a minute. Darn, I can't remember. But anyway, for actually editing, because, I'm sure you guys love little clips like that, but then I really, I adore it when I can, get a bunch of clips, like, say, for example, I'm trying to think of one. Oh, medals, for example. Like here, see, and like when you watch one clip, like this one.
Munition für dich! Ich werfe eine Granate, aufpassen! Hier, Munition! Vorsicht, Jungs, ich werfe eine Granate!
Like that clip. Sure, that's pretty neat. I earned the Lightning Cross Order medal, but I'm working on, and I couldn't find it, but I'm working on a project where I'm putting together all of the all of the medals that I have earned in Battlefield 1 into this compilation. Like, for example, where we got this one.
Düşman askeri görüldü.
Like that one. And then kind of edit, I really want to edit them together more, because I've got a whole bunch of awesome clips, but then it's a lot of downtime, like where there's not actually anything happening, I guess you could say. And I still need to sort, see, most of these are old, but... Oh, and operations intro. See, this is another one, like where I want to get, and see, I've literally had no time to do it, but I really want to put all these together, where you got the, and I've named them good enough, where it's, operations, and then like defeat, victory, defending, attacking, and, kind of like, oh, it's going to be epic when it is finally done. I'll have to show it to you guys. I'll have to spam your Steam messages for it. But, anyhow, back to my primary point, which was capture. See, now this is where everything that I've not had a chance to sort, which is from every game, like like Monopoly, which was really fun. And see everything like this. I name them from the Xbox app, and then I they're put here automatically. But then I still need to sort them, go through them, all that stuff. I'm trying to find the one. Oh, this one. This is the one I'm most proud of. When I got the pilot class rank to rank 10 in Battlefield 1.
Ich sehe ein Flugzeug!
See what I mean? That's just epic. And then what I've been trying to do, I've got my I mean like oh gosh, this goes on and on and on. I have my work cut out for me. But like take that for example. Actually, since we're here already, I'm going to cut this. Go back to my Battlefield 1 and I have rank ups. Somewhere rank ups. Okay, so pilot. And see, I still need to sort them, but I'm getting started. And for promotions, see, I got some of those. Support class rank 9C, and I need to still go through, get those all compiled, because it'll be really epic to actually see, like every, I don't know, I don't know, but guys, it's going to be epic when I get more time this year. That's my goal. Oh, and in case you have not seen it, let me show you guys this. I found this hilarious. I don't know why. To be honest, it reminded me a lot of Heroes and Generals when like how like the running meme from 2015 when the Soviets came out till about, well gosh, I guess even to present, due to how the RPGD grenade is so it's simply the best AP grenade. But I just found this hilarious, so I'll show it to you guys. It's imagine like you've never played Battlefield 1 before and only Heroes and Generals, and then you're playing your first match, and then you see, and then you see this happen. Just watch. Whoops. Let me X out a full screen. There we go. I'll zoom in. Whoops. Bear with me. Can I zoom in any further? I think that's it. Okay, that will work. Okay, so here it is.
Wir müssen dieses Ziel verteidigen!
Oh, just to put some perspective on that, for those of you who don't play Battlefield 1, which you should get it, you need to get it, whether it's Origin, Steam, Xbox, whatever, or not Steam, Origin, and PSN. But to put that into perspective, for those anti-tank grenades, which are the big, I'll show you real quick, which were... I know most of you do play Battlefield 1, but I'm just trying to put this in perspective for those of you who can't or don't or for whatever reason. There it is. See this? This is the anti-tank grenade that only the support class has, and he's got 2 of them. And then at the same time, he's got the choice to equip 1 other primary damaging grenade or smoke grenades. So, and here I was, this is operations mode, so keep in mind, it's 64 players, all fighting over 2 to 3 objectives at once. It gets extremely hectic when you're, when you're not expecting it. Like, you turn the corner and there's like 20 enemies. We'll watch this in slow motion just so I can give you a perspective. See, because in this video, I never see how many there actually are, but I went through the other day and, I'll count it for you guys just because I'm okay, so 1. So that's 1 anti-tank. That's 2. So we know there's at least 1 support, and that's a gas grenade. So it could be another class, not sure, but definitely another player. And that's an impact grenade. So we already so we already know there's 3, based on the different variations of anti-personnel grenades they've been throwing, and that's another anti-tank grenade. So that means there's another second assault, so that now we've got at least 4 to 5 enemy soldiers all right there. And that's a regular frag grenade, which can, so at this point it could be 5, it could be 7, or sorry, 6, but see, then another frag grenade. So now we're at least 6, maybe 8 players. Then there's another anti-tank grenade. To be honest, that could be from a assault class, so we could still be 7 to 8. We can't be sure of anything else. And there's these explosions, and I'm reloading. At this point, I'm like, okay, cool. I ducked behind cover. I'm safe. They threw their grenades. I'm gonna pop right out. Defend this hallway because I'm like, the only one defending this hallway from Charlie objective. And then just watch, I get up. See, look, that's a light anti-tank grenade. So we already know there's 9, and another regular frag grenade. So that's 10, which it seems, at the time I was like, wait, what? And another frag grenade. So we're at this point we're between 10 to 12 enemy players all in that one little hallway. And then wait for it. See, I'm like, okay, I'm losing a little bit of health there. Oh, nope. But yeah. I don't know, it reminded me so much of Heroes and Generals with the early days of Soviet grenade spam. Thought you guys would like to see that. And then these, as I was saying before, I have been, my New Year's resolution is to keep up on my game clips to where, from Xbox, for Xbox One, to where I actually kind of get them off in an orderly manner. So see, these are all from... yeah, that's 2016, and this is 2017, and these are just some of the ones that I haven't named and sorted already. One of these I think is a promotion one. Let me check.
Danke, Mann!
There it is. Yep. That's it. That's the promotion one. This was just taken the other night, so I'm pretty proud of that. I'll be honest.
The Americans have been stopped. The Hindenburg Line is secure. We can now negotiate a truce on equal terms. Let this mark the end of slaughter, the end of damage, the end of hate.
One can only spec.
Yep, very proud of that. Very proud. And for that, I think that's it for all my talk on Battlefield 1. And these, I don't think these are any excitingly good ones. I'm curious though. I want to see them just in case. Yep, that one's boring.
Unsere Befehle, Feldwebel! Hier, Munition für dich! Vorsicht, Jungs, auf der Granate! Falsche Munition!
Yep, so for that one, that was a Service Star, and like I said, every time I get one of those, I'll record the clip. It's like 30 seconds. The hard part is finding time to edit it. Anyhow, guys, that basically wraps up most of my status update for. I try to keep it quick, simple, nothing too exciting. Besides, I just want to say thanks again for everyone who has, been supporting me with the surgery. It's not easy. I'm alive though, so can't complain. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to touch on in this status update for January. You know what? I might actually do a second one next week, just of where or actually, we'll do it this week. I know I don't want to drag this out too long, but we'll go for it. To be fair, I did log in earlier today for moving my assault teams around the map on just on the RTS side with my other account, but this is the account you guys all know me by, so. Oh, and just a heads up for you those of you who don't know, I think the attack planes, or not attack planes, what are they called? The small little planes with the gunner seat, those are on sale, I think. Oh gosh, and the 10 million credits, I just think that's amazing. Definitely something I'm proud to be working on. I don't think I joined a faction with this account. Okay, yep. So yeah, I'm whoops. Oh well, I guess I'm Germany this way. But I'll be Soviets next way, for those of you wondering. Um, and gosh, I'm not sure. I've been completely out of this. If there are any kind of new techniques, any gameplay changes, any kind of map changes that you think I should know about, go ahead and comment on the forums. I'll create a thread link for you guys on the forums. I'll post it down in the description below. Just give me a general idea of what I have missed, what I should check out, what I should buy. I'm actually I've all my money that I usually go for gold is with the doctor's bill. But for anything like that, any kind of loadouts you guys would like to see, or I don't know, basically anything that you think I should do a good like an actual video on next, post in that forum thread, it'd be awesome. And once again, my name is Jeremy Chill. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Saturday evening. Bye bye.